Good morning. This is Chai Chats. It is 36 degrees outside. So this one might go a little quicker than yesterday's. Today's topic might be a hard pill to swallow. But that's okay, because we can, cut it up into smaller pieces and take it slow. Okay? Change. Scary. Change is hard and obviously quite terrifying, especially the big ones. And it's also usually really hard to navigate change, since this being our first time here and all. As someone who needs consistency, I have a very hard time embracing change, even if it's positive. Today, we're going to talk about resisting change and what might happen if we just fucking stopped. For me, the resistance comes from a place of needing control. And to take it a little further, it also comes from a place of comfort. My best example is when I stayed in a horrendously toxic and miserable relationship for 9 months longer than I should have. I stayed because that was the life I knew, and it was the life I thought I deserved. And I was more comfortable living in misery and discomfort because the alternative meant changing my entire life. Once I did break it off, though, and embraced the changes that came along with that, I got to experience a sense of freedom that I don't think I have ever felt before. And that doesn't mean I wasn't wildly uncomfortable at first, because I absolutely was. Embracing the change did not give me a freedom overnight. It was a process, like pretty much everything is. But by embracing that change instead of resisting it, I was given another chance at creating the life I truly wanted. Another thing that paves the way for resistance is grief. Something I think we all know, sadly, a little too well. But we grieve so much more than just when someone dies. We grieve friendships, we grieve relationships, we grieve for the versions of ourselves we lost that we were comfortable with. And holding on to grief gets in the way of embracing change. But what I think you should do is sit with that grief for a little bit. Try to hear what it's really telling you. Sit with it, but don't let it stay. And it's important to note that resisting change does not stop the thing from happening. It just makes it harder and more uncomfortable to deal with. Because change will always happen, but how we choose to face that change decides how hard it is. So it's up to us. So what happens when we stop fighting? For one, we grow. Maybe growth isn't about forcing ourselves to change, but it's about allowing ourselves to become. And what that looks like is up to you. So, who do you want to be? What changes are you resisting that is stopping you from becoming that version of yourself? While I haven't broken through all of the resistance, there have been some major life changes that I decided to embrace, like moving across the country twice in 2 years. And I've been able to recognize the healing and the growth I went through each time because I just let it be. And I am so much better off because I allowed those changes. I'm on my way to being my happiest, healthiest, and best self every time I embrace the change that's going to happen whether I like it or not. Because again, resisting does not stop it from happening. It just makes it harder. But an important reminder here is that we can do hard things. You can do hard things. You have before, you will in the future, and let's be so for real, you're doing hard shit right now, and you're crushing it. So let me know in the comments, what is a change you would like to stop resisting? I'm here to support you. Change is scary. This is scary, but this is a change I'm trying to embrace. And so far, I know we're only on episode 3, but I'm beginning to notice a difference in myself after doing this every morning. And it feels really good. And I am so glad and lucky and honored to have you here along the way. So thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this space with me. I'll see you soon. Okay, love you, bye.